You kind of cover this from Microsoft's perspective, but you've written a few notes about the bigger picture as well with what's happening with OpenAI and AI infrastructure build out. Just give us your kind of scorecard on this Redmond UAE tie-up.
Oh, I mean, this is a massive strategic bet. It's another flex the muscles for Redmond and Nadella. Because really for G42, they had a choice, China or US and Redmond. And you're going to take Microsoft every day of the week right now, along with NVIDIA. And for Microsoft, it's just another doubling it down. They're playing chess, others are playing checkers.
Dan, Microsoft is forming a lot of relationships with a lot of different people. Are they just making sure they're covered, basically?
Well, look, Ed, they know their way ahead. So what they're doing is they're putting the guardrails up really around the world. So any blind spot, Middle East being one of them, they're going to bet on the big horse right here. And they ultimately even had to divest the Chinese piece, also making sure that within the Beltway 202 area code, there's no issues there. So for Microsoft, this is an example. They're miles ahead. They're just further and further gaining share from an AI perspective, given this AI revolution where Altman, the golden child of AI, resides.
Dan, what's interesting is, in this case, US government played a role. In other areas, I think of just what happened last week with the UK CMA worrying from a regulatory perspective about certain key players having a web of relationships and them crossing over too much in the world of AI. Will this be regulated from a competition perspective?
Well, I think, look, Brad Smith knows it as well as anyone. He's going to proactively, in Microsoft, make sure U.S. and Beltway are good with this, because they don't want all of a sudden a year, 18 months from now that this becomes a bigger issue. And they checked all those boxes. The Chinese divestiture, I think, was important from a G42 perspective. And now it's a green light going ahead. At the same time, where Amazon and Google still trying to play catch up. And this is Nadella just continuing to make aggressive bets. And we'll see it again in earnings, where they continue to be the lead from an AI perspective.
Phenomenal game of chess, as we sort of referenced. And what is on many players' minds right now is, where are the bottlenecks? Heard it time and time again from Sam Altman and many that it's to do with energy and it's to do with access to AI infrastructure. Is that what you hear from the leaders of these companies, and how much more investment are we likely to see to try and see a solution globally for that?
Yeah, and I think Ed nailed it when he was talking about on the chip side. There's a two-parter here, because I think this is ultimately going to lead from a chip perspective to more and more investment from Middle East towards some of the Altman and chip ventures that's now going on within OpenAI and Microsoft. Of course, energy continues to be the constraint, but use cases are exploding across the board. And now this fourth industrial revolution's here, being led by Nadella and, of course, the godfather of AI, Jensen NVIDIA.